What's up, everybody? Kevin Oak here. This week I decided to finally get into squats again and start off with some Zercher squats. The reason I do these mostly is, I guess there's a couple of reasons. Number one, my shoulder mobility sucks, so I can't really do front squats. And two, this is just really good for your core. One of the main things I'm trying to work on in this off season is my core strength. Specifically like in my abs and my hips. So this is a great exercise for this. It takes a lot of stability to execute it, especially on the descent. As you can see in most of the reps, I'm just shaking a lot because it's so hard to just try to, descend in a straight line and stay stable and kind of, drop into the hole the way you want to. So it's definitely one of my favorite exercises. It does kill your forearms, but the key is to kind of just get it as deep into your elbow as possible and not use your biceps when you're doing it. Like, you basically kind of want your arms to hang relaxed. But yeah, it's definitely one of my favorites. It hits quads extremely good. As you can see, like, kind of the angle you can get with your knees as well as your ankles, it's definitely more extreme even than like a front squat. So what I did was I was hitting like 5 rep sets, and I decided to work up to, something slightly heavy, but not really. But I worked up to 507 for a triple. It's definitely not a PR. I could probably do more, but I haven't done these in so long that it just hurts so much just walking it out. Definitely takes a little getting used to. It definitely toughens up your forearms and your biceps, but once you get used to doing them, they're definitely a great alternative to a regular squat or front squat. So after front squats, I decided to get into some walking dumbbell lunges, just to kind of hit mostly quads today. The other day I did a lot more hamstring stuff on my deadlift day, so just focusing on quads, and also did some back today. But on these, I'm really focusing on getting that stretch to really kind of help with mobility. As you can see, it's like extremely hard for me to stay in a straight line. It's really frustrating right now, but it's like every week I'm getting a little better. Really just focusing on being able to kind of be strong at that angle, so to say. Like, I've been learning a lot more about mobility and kind of passive mobility versus having actual strength in that range of motion. So like, a lot of my mobility, it's like I can stretch to where it's necessary, but in that actual position I'm not very strong. So I'm trying to get a lot stronger in these more, I guess, mobile positions, things like a walking lunge, just in general, trying to be able to kind of be stronger in positions that would obviously benefit the bottom of a squat. So on these, I don't get very heavy. I'll usually do like 50-pound dumbbells. I'll do 3 by 10 each leg, so just walk out 10 steps and then come back 10 steps, and then Eric will go, he'll do his, and we just go back and forth for 3 sets. So these actually give me like a really nice quad pump. They really hit kind of like the teardrop in your lower quad, so it kind of almost reminds me of like when I was a runner, just with the lactic acid buildup that I get from it. But definitely like these. As hard as they are for me, I definitely want to keep hitting them and just keep getting better and better at them, and just keep working on mobility. So I can kind of get to a 900-pound squat down the road. That's definitely the end goal, or at least for this year. So just kind of working on everything, trying to get my legs stronger from every angle at this point. So the third and final quad exercise we did today was good old-fashioned leg press. Well, this is actually like a squat press machine. Gives you much better range of motion than just a regular leg press. But there's definitely a lot of ways to do these. I usually go wide with my feet towards the top, just to kind of get more hamstring and glutes into it. The way I typically like to do it is like I keep it very controlled, and I do a very slow eccentric part before kind of pushing it back up explosively. But usually I never do less than like 15 reps. Today I think I was doing I did 3x20 or 3x17, something like that, but I always keep it high reps. I try to just get a lot of time under tension on these, and I try to get my knees as far back as possible. Eric likes to usually go a little closer, lower. He's a little shorter, and he's just a very quad dominant guy, so like even when he deadlifts, his heels are like 3-4 inches apart. He squats very close, so that's just a more dominant stance for him. But I'm just trying to work, more hammies and glutes, even though this is still like a very quad dominant exercise. So that's why you can see here I'm just going wider with my feet higher up there and just really trying to kind of keep it controlled and just really work the muscle, really get my knees back, really stretch it out. So that's generally how I do it. That's just how we generally usually do quads. Quads I don't usually do as many exercises as like a hamstring day, but definitely do enough to get it done. And we mix this up with back, did a lot of rows and a lot of pull downs, so it was a nice full workout, especially with the Zercher squats. Those will take a lot out of you.